GP Explorer race soon? Okay, so if you guys don't know, I think I've talked about it a bit, but I have been invited to an F4 race. It's called GP Explorer 3. Okay, that's the name of it. I don't know if they've announced all the riders or racers, I guess you'd call it. Damn, this shit in like not English at all. This shit is in French as hell. Oh my God. Okay, les pilotes. Okay, wait for it. Wait for it. Boom! There we go. Okay, well, they don't have Michael Reeves in there, but whatever. Ludwig, streamer American, first time participating. Yes, sir. Translate this for us. Puisque le GP Explorer 3 propose on casting international. They're having international casting. One channel for Spanish headed by Ibai. One channel for English headed by Hassan and Pokimane. And then on the French side, the streamer Doigby is going to once again be commentating the event. Look at that. And they say I'm not fluent. The fucking haters are here. They say I'm not fluent. So anyway, I am literally in 3 months. 4 months. 4 months going to be driving an F4 car. Let me show you real quick, because we haven't talked too much about this on stream because things have been a bit chaotic, but I'll show you. So this is it. This was the last one. Now, just for reference, GP Explorer 2 was a live streamed event with 12 teams, 24 racers, and it peaked at 1.3 million viewers online with 60,000 people attending in person. It was a massive event in France. Huge event in France, and GP Explorer 3 is proposed to be even larger because now they've decided to open up their talent pool to international talent. Me and Michael, they have Ibai, the Spanish creator, is going to be casting, and I think some Spanish racers as well. So it's going to be pretty insane because we are literally driving actual cars. We'll show you real quick. We're dead ass driving F4 cars, like cars designed to go around tracks faster than, you know, 99.99% of cars on Earth. So this will be me, albeit I won't be sponsored by Peugeot. Why scare cutie like this? I don't think it's that dangerous if you know what you're doing. Tip to tip is inarguably more dangerous than this. You got it? That's slow. I believe there's a lead car right now that they're not allowed to pass. I think that's why it's slow, right? Or is this the normal speed? Yeah, there's a safety car, I think. F4 is not that fast. I'm pretty sure F4 is hella fast. It's not F1 fast, but like you're definitely pushing. Have you watched F1? Yeah, but like what a dumb fucking sentence then. If you're basically trying to say F4 is not fast in comparison to the fastest racers on Earth, then yeah, like good point, dude. Your participation in conversations is loved by all. It's equivalent to being like, I ran a 5-minute marathon or a 5-minute mile. That's not fast. They do 4-minute miles now. They do sub 4-minute mile. You know what I'm saying? Comparisons to Thief of Joy, whatnot. You know what it's faster than? Driving normal ass cars. That's what it's faster than. It's faster than what you do on a damned highway. Is there always a fucking safety car? Okay, look, I won't lie to you. It does feel slower. But I know it's hella fast. I know when you're behind the seat of the car, you're fucking feeling the thrill. Oh, he's ripping it around that turn. Sunday drive ass speed. Okay. The haters are in the building. Anyway, I'm going to be doing this with Michael. Oh yeah, this guy's ripping it. Oh my God, this guy's ripping it. Oh, that's a straight. That's a mean straight right there. Gotta slow down going into the turn. Okay. F4 cars go 150 miles an hour. What's the fastest you guys have ever driven? I think I peaked out at 115, maybe 120 lifetime miles per hour. I don't think I've ever gone faster. Where were you? A school zone, obviously. It was 3 p.m. I wasn't trying to wait behind all the buses. Yeah, I think that's my max so far. So if it's faster than that, I'll be thrilled. But anyway, me and Michael are doing this, right? We're doing GP Explorer 3. And in preparation for it, we obviously need to practice because it's quite a responsibility to be behind the wheel of an F4 car. That's a very expensive vehicle, right? That car is designed, unlike, you know, 99.9% of cars in the world, to drive around a track, have extra traction, turn, steering, all that good shit. Squeezy's, he's been very nice. The organizer of the event, all right, the French creator Squeezy has been very nice, very helpful. I'm sure it's probably not chill if we break or crash the car, so we need to practice. Wait, there was a crash in the last one?
Oh là 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 là, Manon. Manon, bah ça je sais tout de suite ce qui s'est passé. C'est qu'à mon avis Manon est arrivé.
On va revoir là sur un
c'était malheureusement beaucoup trop téméraire.
Oh, damn. What is the price? Sacre bleu. I cannot believe my balls have been experiencing this. Maxime and Manon.
Là, en retournant, se retourne dans ta cuisine, t'as niqué la course de Maxime.
Holy shit. All right, this is the person who crashed. Her name's Manon. Her car crashed into Maxime. That's what we just saw. And she was just reading some of the negative comments that she's received. And she said, get back in the kitchen. You fucked up Maxime's course. I just wasn't expecting that. I thought the interview was going to be like, you know, POV of what happened. But this threw me off. She was going 160 kilometers an hour going into that turn.
De Maxime Biaggi, qui est un autre youtubeur.
Dude, have you ever noticed that French people's teeth look the same, but not like American teeth? Like American teeth looks like everyone had braces for 6 years, but French people's teeth, I feel like are like spaced apart. You know what I'm saying? They're square and shit. I think, okay, I have a theory. I've been working on this theory for a while. I think if you smoke, the act of smoking does some shit to your teeth shape. I think it flattens them on the front and creates some gaps and squares them. And I think because every French person legally has to smoke, they all end up having French looking teeth, which I think is just smoker's teeth shape. I think that's what I'm seeing. I don't know Manon, but I'm betting she smokes. I'm making that bet right now. I don't even think it's necessarily the damage that the carcinogens do. I mean, maybe that's part of it, but I think it's like I think it's almost that act. Don't all Frenchies smoke? Yeah, all of them, legally. So anyway, me and Michael are doing GP Explorer 3, and to practice, we decided, well, actually we were told that a really good training thing you can do is go-karting. Because go-karting is like the baby version of F1. It is, you know, about making a line, following your line, making sure you have good speed going into your line, you know, knowing your turning points, your apexes, all that good stuff. And so to practice, me and Michael decide to go to K1, which is, I think in America, the largest like chain go-karting establishment. K1 Go-kart. It's everywhere. And there's, I think, literally one in all of Los Angeles. So we decided to go. We go late. We have a busy schedule. So we go there. We get there like 7:30 and we sign up for 3 races. And I've never been to a K1 before. I've never once been in my life. It's my first time going. But I'm like, you know what? It'll be a good learning experience. So I go, and instantly when I walk in, I realize it's a kid's birthday party because there are like 15 kids who are all rotating going on to the go-kart thing, right? They got their pizzas. They have like 17 Pepsis lying around. It's a kid's birthday party. I'm like, that makes sense. This would rule as a birthday party. I also noticed, this is not related to the story, that it was a Russian kid's birthday party because they put up your first and last name on the leaderboard of whoever's racing, right? So like 11 people can race at the same time. They have a leaderboard of fastest times or whatever. And all the names I cannot read. It's like Bostakev Kuvashev, Fastermieski. They're the longest names of all. It's not racist to say the names were Russian. This is not racist of me. First off, I am anti-racism in most of its forms. I'm cool with it when people make fun of British people. I am cool with that. I admit it's racism. I'm cool with that though. Back to my story. There's a bunch of kids who are having a birthday party, which I think is fine, right? Because I'm not experienced, so I don't think I'm gonna go fast anyway. What I failed to recognize is how dog shit children are at driving. They are so phenomenally bad at driving cars or vehicles. And what I didn't know is K1 has advanced their technology. Okay, so we're riding electric go-karts, and what they do is they have a master control button that can slow down everybody's car remotely from a touch of a button. So if one person crashes on one side of the track and they're flipped, they slow down everybody else's car so that a staff member can walk over and turn their car around. This all makes sense on paper. This is a smart thing to have. This is safe. What it practically ends up being is the most miserable fucking experience where you're trying to get a nasty lap time because you've worked on your cornering and your turns and your game plan. And then every time you attempt to do it, you get slowed down. So a single race costs like $15, $20, right? Just for one racing session. That gives you 12 laps. A lap takes about 30 seconds. So you're paying 15 to 20 bucks for 6 minutes of drive time. And about 8 to 9 of those laps are sabotaged by dog shit 9-year-olds who are crashing into a fucking wall. I'm not lying to you. It seems like the worst choice for a kid's birthday party. I saw a 9-year-old girl on the straight floor it. She is going at phenomenal speeds, easily crushing like 30 miles an hour. There's a hairpin turn. It's first turn. Okay, turn 2. Everybody knows this turn. It's on the map. Turn 2, hairpin turn. She just floors it into the wall. It sounded like an explosion. She just rocked that shit. It was crazy. And you know what they did after that? They backed her up and they said, all right, keep it going. Bro, she has CTE now. How is she going back on the course? She's done. Anyway, I was trying to improve my lap time because the course best time, like the best someone has ever ridden that course, is a 22.2. 22 seconds to 2 centiseconds, 22.2. My best time was a 25.5. And I'm like, okay, I'm trying to shave off, you know, I'm not going to beat course record, but let me get closer. And I'm asking for tips. Like I want to learn. So I'm asking the people that work there. That makes sense. You ask people that work there for tips. First guy, I think he's a Michael viewer. Okay. So he's being very friendly with us. I'm like, hey, what's a tip? And he goes, yeah, what I do is when I'm going into a turn, I don't press the brakes. I let go of the gas. And then I use that reduction in speed and then I put it back on as I finish a turn. I'm sitting there like, okay, yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. He walks away and I thought I said this part quietly, but I had a helmet on. So I said, that's dumb as fuck. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my damn life. Taking your foot off the gas to slow down is just a slower version of keeping your foot on the gas and then braking and then gassing again. It's just stretching the amount of time it takes for you to slow down. Inherently, because guys, these are electric cars. It's not like you're downshifting to third to slow down and then speeding it back up. This is an electric go-kart. It's not engine braking. It's an electric car, man. What are you talking about? This isn't a fucking Tesla. They don't have the damn shit where when it breaks, it gives the batteries back. So I'm like, this doesn't make any damn sense. I think he heard this because he came back over and he's like, you can ask anyone else here and they'll tell you the same thing that I told you. And I was like, okay, well, you weren't supposed to fucking hear me talk to Michael privately, but whatever. So I do the race. I try this guy's strategy. I get like a 25.8. I get like a slightly slower time. But what I was doing is I was following this girl. Let me rephrase that. I was following this elite racer, okay, Chloe, because what he said right before we left off is he's like, look, if you really want to ask somebody, you should ask Chloe. She's a regular. And I was like, okay. And I know she's good because she puts on her own helmet, not a rental helmet. She has her own like black helmet that she throws on. So I'm following her lines and she's dusting me. She's mean down that stretch. She is quick with it. She is very quick with it. So me and Michael are trying to study Chloe's lines to improve our racing. And it was, you know, we basically came to the conclusion that if we ever come back, we're not coming at 7 p.m. because there's going to be a children's birthday party. We're going to come in the morning at like 6 a.m. Mark Wahlberg time when we have the track to ourselves. But when we get out of the car, I get to talk to Chloe. Because I go right up to her. I go, hey, first off, you're racing phenomenal out there. And apparently I found out that this girl is trying to become a professional racer. She wants to be like an F1 racer. Okay. So then I feel like an asshole because I'm like, yeah, I'm actually in an F4 race. That's why we're practicing. It's like her fucking dream. I'm getting it because I'm a dumbass influencer. And I'm like, oh, that's a really cool dream of yours, though. And I ask how old she is. She goes, oh, I'm 16. I'm like, oh, so you just got your license. And then she goes, this is real. She says, no, I'm scared to get my driver's license because I don't want to drive on the road. And I'm like, what? Bear in mind, she is the best racer in the K1 establishment. This is not valid. This is not valid even a little bit. This is like being a professional paintball gun enthusiast, wanting to be a Marine and being scared to buy a gun to shoot by yourself. It's like the end result of your dreams is to drive an F1 car. That is a lot scarier than driving down the 405 in Los Angeles. It's safer. I'm not talking about what's statistically safer, okay? Because we know that emotions don't track with statistical truths. For example, more people are scared of driving or flying in planes than driving in cars. Statistically, it's more likely for you to die in a car than to die in a plane. But that logic doesn't help people who are scared of the plane. I feel like if you guys were behind the wheel of an F1 car, it would be scarier than if you were to drive a normal ass, you know, Chevy Silverado. She's scared of the other drivers. No, she's not. She said she was scared of doing the damn test. So I think you guys are applying things that maybe make sense for you. She just said she was scared of the damn test, bro. Tests are scary. You guys will defend her no matter what, is what I'm gathering. There's nothing I can say in this moment for you to be on my side. I could say she's scared that her driving instructor was a woman, and you'd be like, yeah, no, I get that. I get that. Women grade more harshly. Yeah, no, they have more attention to detail. I get that. She's 16. I'm telling you, it's okay. If she was a regular 16-year-old girl, I would get it. Okay. I was anxious taking my driving test. She's a professional racist, man. She cruises around the K1 track with such speed and ease. That's what makes it's like what you call that shit? Oxymoronic. That shit's oxymoronic as hell. Don't just type, I have you muted in my chat, please. I'll time them out for 17 minutes. You are moronic. Thanks, man. Here's the game plan. Get a racing sim, grind Le Mans track, because there's a track that we're going to be riding on in France that I don't think will change. So we can just grind like 1,000 reps on that track in the racing sim. Go to K1 once a week. And then we have like 3 separate training like segments planned before the actual race. So that's the game plan, man. You're racing in Le Mans. I think that's where it is. That's where it was last year, at least. Is it Le Mans or Circuit Paul Ricard? Dude, I don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry. I know this makes me an asshole because I am doing something that's very cool for a lot of people, but I just genuinely don't know the hell you're talking about. Who the hell is Paul Ricard? Chloe's gonna cook your ass? Look, if me or Michael drop, Chloe will fill for us. Anyway, that's what's happening with GP Explorer.